Welcome to this video. Today I will be cover the kind of more application side of the pulse laser, which is the direct laser writing that is used for material fabrication or material processing. So first, let's start. So the setup is essentially focusing the femtosecond pulse into the material. Uh, so the setup is quite simple um in its like minimum context. So you have the pulse laser beam, and then focusing it with focusing lens or objective lens for even more um focusing power into the material or the sample that you want to do the fabrication or the processing. And the reason that it is called the laser writing because using the femtosecond pulse and focusing it down into the material means that it have very high intensity. So the process that happen in the material is the nonlinear process. And the characteristic of the nonlinear process is that it can be very localized, like only at the focus point of the laser, which means that you can kind of similar to writing in the material with the laser. So as you can see here, that it's it's writing inside the material only at the focus point. And the process that happen would depend on what kind of materials that you have. For example, if the material is metal, then it mostly is ablation. Similar to laser cutting or in glass or ceramic. Might be like a inscribe or localize. Similar to annealing, or it is used in the fabrication of fiber bracketing, glass fiber bracketing, which use this technique to create uh, refractive index modulation inside a glass fiber. So it induces refractive index change, or for inscribe is similar to optical storage. 5D. If you see the news from the Microsoft, that they store so many data inside the ceramic crystal, like 5D memory crystal, which is using this same technique. And the last but most commonly material that people use this technique for is polymer, especially for multi-photon polymerization. which create localized polymerization inside a liquid resin volume. And so this technique can have a nonlinear process, which means it is very selective, very localized. At the focus or where the intensity is high enough to trigger this focus point. And it can happen inside the material. Without others other area being affected. So this is how the direct laser writing is used in material fabrication, and it is one of the application of the pulse laser. And it used the high intensity of the pulse laser to create nonlinear process, which give these advantage, and then to create the change in these materials. And that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next video.